Hey everyone, you're joining me on my Sunday long run. Now this run was a 23 km mixed terrain run. I started at the house, made my way through the town and quickly headed towards Firish. Now for the eagle-eyed amongst you, you'll actually know Firish from my past few weekends, and I have some lovely comments about the views that you can see from the top. So I decided I would take some footage and you could join me on the run. You quite quickly gain some elevation from the town, which is pretty much sea level, and make your way up to what would be the beginning of a normal climb of Firish. On this occasion I am taking a rear entry to the hill, and it's more of a forestry trail. So it's a little bit varied. Unfortunately, my route that I would take normally has a lot of downed trees, but a route that I took in the week previous is passable, if a little bit harder on the elevation, a little bit steeper, and with a lot more loose and rugged terrain underfoot. You can't really complain when you have views like this. Once again, looking back towards the mouth of the Cromarty Firth. But what goes up must come down, and unfortunately this rear section you've got to go up and come back down again as we look towards the Cromarty Firth and the Cromarty Bridge. And normally you wouldn't have to go up and down, but the route that I'm taking here is just a little bit more of a variation on what most runners would probably do. This is more of the mountain biker route, and as you can see straight ahead, that's the path that would have been the entry if there hadn't been so many trees downed. And it's not that it's not passable, it's just a little bit more frustrating. So as you can see here, this is what I'm meaning with mountain bikers. This is really popular with a lot of the local bikers. More of a scrabble, heavy rocky terrain. And you can see the path I'm going to have to take just up the top of the hill there. So once again panning round to have a look at the Cromarty Firth, the Cromarty Bridge. So like I say, it's quite a rocky climb on this side. It's not so bad on the other side. It's more built for normal walkers on the far side. But you do quickly climb the hill and find the lovely Firish monument to kind of greet you at the top. The Firish monument was built in 1782 and it was ordered to be constructed by a local lord, Sir Hector Munro, and it's built to resemble a gate at the port town of Madras in India. And unfortunately back in the day there was a lot of land clearances, a lot of poor working class individuals were cleared from the Highlands. You might know the story or be familiar with the name of the Highland clearances. So this lord in particular though wanted to give the population in the area some work and some coin. So he ordered the construction of Firish monument, and the local labourers would take the stones up the hill, and even some of the larger stones he would get them to roll them up just to give them extra hours and extra pay. But it is quite a popular monument for a lot of tourists and even locals in the area. And on this occasion, it was a very rare occasion where I was on my own at the top. So I made the most of it, got some selfies, took some video before once again heading back downhill. So I didn't take too much footage on this section because once you lose the view from the Cromarty Firth or the mouth of the Cromarty Firth, it is mostly just steep descent with a lot of forestry. However, this is a lovely little section, even on the way up, with the stone steps, the lovely little bridge crossing one of the many burns that runs down the side of Fyrish. Fyrish does sit nearby one of the local Munros, as in the Munro that is a hill, and that's Ben Wirris. I've not yet climbed that in all my years, but maybe this year. So it's back down the approach road, once again looking at the views that I was looking at on the ascent. The run itself, though, from my house to the summit and back is 17 kilometres, 18 kilometres. So I did tack on a few extra kilometres around the town, and a few extra little climbs, because why not? You've been climbing enough as it is. But this is a lovely little section which takes you to a view over the local A9, which is the main road in the Highlands, but just on the left hand side of the shot there was the Dalmore distillery and the local park run. But what a lovely 23 kilometre scenic route, and thank you for joining me.